Let's be honest, walking into a BMW dealership in 2026 sounds exciting until you see the price tag. A brand new BMW 5 Series can easily cost over $70,000. A nicely equipped X5? You're creeping towards six figures before taxes, dealer fees, and insurance even enter the conversation. And here's the crazy part. In just 3 to 5 years, many of those same cars will have lost 30, 40, or even 50% of their original value. Today we're counting down 10 used BMW that are better than buying brand new. You may discover your dream BMW costs half as much as you thought. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10, the E39. When enthusiasts start talking about the greatest BMW ever built, one name always comes up, the E39. Even after more than 2 decades, many owners still believe this generation represents BMW at its absolute peak. And honestly, they have a strong argument. The E39 arrived before oversized touchscreens, before dozens of electronic driver aids, before everything became digital. Instead, BMW focused on something much more important, building an incredible driver's car. The steering feels connected, the suspension is perfectly balanced, visibility is excellent, and every control feels like it was designed specifically for the driver. But the real hero is under the hood. The legendary 3.0-liter M54 inline-6. Producing around 225 horsepower, it isn't the fastest BMW by today's standards, but speed isn't why people still love this engine. And when properly maintained, it's capable of well over 250,000 miles. Some owners have even crossed the 300,000-mile mark. That's remarkable for a luxury European sedan. The cheapest BMW almost always becomes the most expensive one. Coming in at number 9, BMW E90 328i 2007 to 2011. If someone asked me to recommend just one used BMW for a first-time owner, the E90 328i would be near the top of my list. Why? Because it strikes an incredible balance. It's modern enough to feel current, yet simple enough to avoid many of the headaches found in later turbocharged models. Its secret weapon is the naturally aspirated N52 inline-6. Among BMW enthusiasts, this engine has earned an outstanding reputation. Unlike many turbocharged engines, the N52 doesn't rely on high boost pressure. There are no turbochargers to replace, no intercoolers to worry about, no complicated turbo plumbing. Instead, you get silky smooth power delivery and proven reliability. With around 230 horsepower, acceleration remains surprisingly satisfying even by modern standards. Another reason this model continues to age well is its interior. BMW avoided excessive touchscreen dependence. Physical buttons remain easy to use. Climate controls are straightforward, visibility is excellent, and the driving position is nearly perfect. Many owners actually prefer this cabin over some newer BMW interiors because everything feels intuitive. So, if you're searching for the best used BMW to buy, especially as your first BMW, the E90 328i deserves serious consideration. Coming in at number 8, BMW F30 340i 2016 to 2018. Now we're entering what many enthusiasts consider the beginning of BMW's modern golden age. Why? Because this is where one engine completely changed BMW's reputation for turbocharged reliability. Meet the B58. If you've spent any time on automotive forums or YouTube, you've probably heard people rave about this engine, and for good reason. The B58 isn't just another turbocharged 6-cylinder, it's one of the best engines BMW has ever built. In fact, it's become so respected that even Toyota chose a version of it for the 5th-generation Supra. That alone tells you how much confidence engineers had in its design. Producing between 320 and 335 horsepower depending on the model year, the F30 340i is seriously quick. 0 to 60 happens in under 5 seconds with the 8-speed ZF automatic. That's sports car territory from not that long ago. Yet, despite that performance, this sedan remains incredibly civilized. It cruises quietly on the highway, the seats are comfortable enough for long road trips, fuel economy often reaches 30 mpgs on the interstate, and the cabin still feels modern nearly a decade later. This is exactly why so many buyers believe the best used BMW to buy isn't necessarily an older classic. It can be a well-maintained modern BMW that's already absorbed most of its depreciation. One of the biggest reasons the 340i stands out is how well-rounded it is. Instead of spending $60,000 or more on a new luxury sedan, many clean F30 340i models can be found for less than half that amount. That's an enormous value proposition. That's why the best used BMW to buy conversation almost always includes the F30 340i. Coming in at number 7, BMW F10 535i, 2014 to 2016. Not everyone wants a compact sports sedan. Some buyers want something that feels more executive, more luxurious, more comfortable, without sacrificing BMW performance. That's exactly where the F10 535i shines. When it debuted, this generation of the 5 Series set a new standard for blending luxury and driving enjoyment. Compared with the 3 Series, everything feels larger. The seats are wider. Rear passengers have significantly more legroom. Road noise is lower. Long-distance comfort is exceptional. This is a car that can effortlessly cross multiple states in a single day. Power comes from BMW's N55 turbocharged inline-6. Producing around 300 horsepower, it delivers strong acceleration without feeling overly aggressive. The 8-speed automatic transmission remains one of the best in the business. Shifts are smooth, responsive, and nearly invisible during relaxed driving. On the highway, engine speeds stay low, contributing to surprisingly good fuel economy for a mid-size luxury sedan. Here's where buying used makes tremendous financial sense. A well-equipped F10 535i originally carried a sticker price approaching $70,000, depending on options. Today, many clean examples sell for less than the price of a brand new economy sedan. Think about that. And that's exactly why it earns its place among the best used BMW models to buy today. Coming in at number 6, BMW X3 M40i, 2018 to 2021. If someone told you 10 years ago that an SUV could genuinely feel like a sports sedan, you probably wouldn't have believed them. But then BMW built the X3 M40i. This isn't just a practical family crossover with a powerful engine. It's one of those rare SUVs that manages to do almost everything well. Need room for groceries? Check. Planning a weekend road trip? No problem. Driving through snow with xDrive all-wheel drive? It handles that with confidence. Want to surprise a sports car at a stoplight? It can do that too. The magic starts under the hood with now famous B58 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6, producing around 355 to 382 horsepower depending on the model year. Paired with BMW's brilliant 8-speed ZF automatic transmission, the X3 M40i rockets from 0 to 60 in roughly 4.4 seconds. Think about that for a second. That's quicker than many dedicated sports cars from just a decade ago. Yet afterward, you can comfortably drive your kids to school, load up luggage for a family vacation, or commute to work without breaking a sweat. That's exactly why many enthusiasts consider it one of the best used BMW SUVs to buy today. Step inside the X3 M40i, and it's immediately obvious this isn't an ordinary crossover. The seats are supportive enough for spirited driving, but comfortable enough for cross-country road trips. Materials feel upscale. The infotainment system remains responsive. Physical climate controls are still present, something many buyers appreciate. A clean X3 M40i offers one of the best combinations of luxury, reliability, practicality, and performance available today. Coming in at number 5, BMW G35 40i, 2017 to 2023. Now, let's move to one of BMW's most complete luxury sedans ever built, the G3540i. If you're looking for a BMW that feels modern enough to compete with today's newest luxury cars, but costs dramatically less on the used market, this may be your answer. The G30 represents everything BMW learned after decades of refining the 5 Series. It's quieter than previous generations, more technologically advanced, more comfortable, yet it somehow manages to retain much of BMW's traditional driving character. And once again, the legendary B58 engine plays a starring role. Producing approximately 335 horsepower, this inline-six delivers effortless acceleration. There's almost no turbo lag. Power arrives smoothly across the entire rev range. Whether equipped with the standard sports seats or optional multi-contour seats, long-distance comfort is outstanding. It's the type of sedan that makes 6-hour road trips feel surprisingly effortless. Still, compared to paying brand new BMW prices, the value proposition is outstanding. It's no surprise many experts consider the G3540i one of the best used BMW models to buy in today's luxury sedan market. Coming in at number 4, BMW X5 xDrive 40i, 2019 to 2023. If there's one luxury SUV that perfectly balances performance, comfort, technology, and long-term value, it's the BMW X5 xDrive 40i. For decades, the X5 has been one of BMW's best-selling vehicles, and the 4th-generation G05 model raised the bar even higher. From the moment you climb inside, it feels like a vehicle that belongs in a much higher price bracket. The doors close with a reassuring solid thunk. The dashboard is wrapped in premium materials. The seating position gives you an excellent view of the road, and every control feels substantial and well-engineered. But what really makes the X5 xDrive 40i stand out isn't just its luxury, it's the fact that it drives far smaller than it actually is. For an SUV weighing well over 2 tons, the handling is remarkably agile. Under the hood sits the familiar and now legendary B58 3-liter turbocharged inline-six. Producing around 335 horsepower and plenty of torque, the X5 xDrive 40i accelerates with confidence in almost any situation. Despite its size, the X5 xDrive 40i can sprint from 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds. That's astonishing performance for a luxury family SUV. A clean X5 xDrive 40i isn't just one of the best used BMW SUVs to buy, it's one of the smartest luxury SUV purchases available today. Coming in at number 3, BMW M240i, 2017 to 2021. Now we arrive at one of BMW's most underrated performance cars, the M240i. Ask BMW enthusiasts which modern coupe delivers the biggest smile per dollar, and this little two-door comes up again and again. At first glance, it might seem like just a small BMW. Don't let the size fool you. This car is an absolute rocket. Powered by, you guessed it, the incredible B58 inline-six, the M240i produces around 335 horsepower in stock form. That's enough to launch this compact coupe from 0 to 60 in well under 5 seconds. Some independent tests have recorded even quicker times. And because it's significantly lighter than larger BMW sedans, every horsepower feels more dramatic. Unlike many modern sports cars, visibility is still reasonably good. The seating position is low and engaging, controls are logically placed, and the 8-speed automatic, or optional manual on certain earlier models, keeps enthusiasts happy. Despite its sporty appearance, the M240i remains surprisingly livable. The trunk can handle grocery runs, fuel economy is respectable during highway driving. Find a clean example and you'll understand why enthusiasts consider it one of the best used BMW performance cars to buy. Coming in at number 2, BMW Z4 M40i, 2019 to present. If you've always dreamed about owning a true sports car but don't want to sacrifice comfort or reliability, the BMW Z4 M40i deserves a spot at the top of your shopping list. This isn't just a weekend toy, it's one of the most complete roadsters BMW has ever built. And yes, it shares its platform and legendary B58 engine with the Toyota Supra. That partnership turned out to be a win for both brands. BMW brought decades of expertise in luxury and inline-six engines, while Toyota contributed valuable engineering input during development. The result is a sports car that feels refined enough for everyday driving, but exciting enough to make every back road an event. With nearly 382 horsepower in later models, the Z4 M40i reaches 60 miles per hour in around 4 seconds. That's genuine sports car performance. If you're searching for a fun, reliable, luxury sports car, the Z4 M40i represents tremendous value compared to buying a brand new roadster. Coming in at number 1, BMW E39i, 2008 to 2013. And finally, our number 1 pick. This choice may surprise some viewers. It's not the fastest BMW, it isn't the most luxurious, it doesn't have the newest technology, yet for pure value, reliability, and driving enjoyment, it's incredibly difficult to beat. The BMW E29i. This compact coupe represents something BMW has largely moved away from in recent years: simplicity, lightweight, balanced handling, and one of the company's most dependable naturally aspirated engines. Under the hood is the legendary N52 3-liter inline-six, producing around 230 horsepower. While those numbers may seem modest today, don't let them fool you. The E29i weighs significantly less than most modern BMWs. Many owners have comfortably exceeded 250,000 miles. Some examples have crossed the 300,000-mile mark. That's outstanding longevity for a luxury performance coupe. A well-maintained E29i may not have the biggest horsepower numbers on this list, but it delivers something even more valuable: a timeless BMW driving experience without a massive financial commitment. That's why it takes our number 1 spot as the best used BMW to buy. Buying a BMW doesn't automatically mean buying new. In fact, for many drivers, it's the exact opposite. The smartest purchase often comes after someone else has already absorbed the steepest depreciation. A well-maintained BMW with 150,000 miles is often a much better purchase than a neglected example with half that distance. So, which BMW would you choose?